Hey, this is Niran, and welcome back to episode 4 of Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror Remastered. Nico and George have just arrived in Coromante City, and are currently in search of a cab. With some great music to go with it in the background. We're just going to have a little explore of this market, and see if we can get some more information on Condor Transglobal, I think it was. Let's have a quick look here in our journal. So we went to the Transglobal offices, and to find some clues, we found Nico, made our great escape using those shackles on that line. Went for a little bit of a swim with the dog, and now we've arrived in Coromante. Find out some more information on these artifacts and what's going on in regards to Condor Transglobal and UBA, Kazakh, anyone else that's involved in this mess. So, let's get started. Well, this stands out. There's a goat right over here. If anyone is familiar with the first game, the goat plays a prominent role in that one too. So, let's go have a little poke at the goat. Maybe not the best idea to poke the goat though. Let's see what's just on this poster.
It looked to me like an early portrait of Orson Welles.
Orson Welles. Okay.
In Coromante, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense.
Possibly. Let's have a look at the goat.
Now, I like most animals, but experience had made me wary of goats, and cats, and dogs.
And spiders. Wonder if you can do something with that. Surely not. Nope. Maybe he wants a dog biscuit. No?
What was that? It's a lump of lucky coal. Coal? I would have preferred chocolate. Any flavor, so long as it hasn't got marzipan in it. God, I hate marzipan. You can talk. I mean, you're a talking goat. Keep your voice down. This is between you and me, right? Well, I guess so. Now, I mean it. You tell anyone you've spoken to me, and you'll be cursed.
All right, Billy. Wow, the goat's not picky. I'll have anything as long as I've got marzipan in it. Alrighty. We say anything else? Oh no, he's gone back to being a goat. Okay. I mean, I don't think there was any point in this that he wasn't a goat, but he certainly was a talking goat.
It was an armed guard looking after the barrier.
Okay. Let's have a chat with the guard. Maybe he knows something.
Welcome to Coromante.
Thanks. Can we get a cab to the capital?
This is the capital, Coromante City.
What?
When's the next ship out of here?
But, senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
Let's stir some trouble, George. Let's stir some trouble.
Frankly, it sucks.
You better be quick and get aboard that ship. Otherwise, you're going to be here for a week.
We've had enough. We're going back to the ship.
Okay. You show me your brown card?
Huh? What brown card is that?
The official exit visa.
The exit visa? We want you to leave. But first, we make it super difficult for you. Alrighty then, let's chat to this guy. What was this? Oh.
It was an uninteresting little wooden hut with an armed goon outside it.
Uninteresting, but interesting enough to click on. Let's go over here. Come on, the George.
Hi.
You wanna buy something?
No, not really.
I got cabbages. Buy a cabbage, senor.
I don't think so. I didn't come all this way to buy vegetables.
You're talking to someone selling cabbages. At the cabbage patch.
Listen, have you heard of Condor Transglobal?
No. Buy a cabbage. I'll give you a discount on both purchases.
I'm not into cabbages. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Aye, Tezcatlipoca. Put it away, senor. Tezcatlipoca brings nothing but evil.
Oh,
The
shit.
poor guy was so freaked, he didn't even mention his cabbages. See ya.
Tezcatlipoca. Guess he must be a big deal around here. Speak to this lady over here. Oh, she's got a spit jaw. That is beautiful.
Those things are gourds, aren't they?
See,
Hey! Mind the footwear, lady. Do you have to spit like that?
see. You think I want to swallow that crap?
What I mean is, it can't be doing your business any good. I'm sure you'd sell a lot more gourds if you didn't.
Nobody ever complained before.
Okay. I can see I'm not getting through.
Maybe no one complained because she didn't have customers before. Maybe this woman might know something interesting.
Hi. Lovely bread.
¿Qué?
Bread, pain?
Sí, pan.
Maybe I'll come back later when I'm hungry.
Yeah, that didn't get very far, did it? Alright then. Who's these guys, though? This massive group just standing there looking left to right.
Hi there. What have you got for sale?
¿Qué?
I said, what have you got? Oh, never mind.
George is giving up now. Bump doop doop doo wow wow. Come on, George. You know, it's funny, like, a lot of these point and click adventures, there's not really much in the way of options for running.
Do you have crabs?
No.
It's a little personal.
Only fish.
Do you have crabs?
Nice fish.
Thanks.
If by some remote chance I ever need a fish, I'll be back.
Oh god, let's see if this guy freaks out over this statue.
Do you recognize this statue?
Si, senor. It is very, very bad luck. That is Tezcatlipoca, the Night Hunter.
I know, but I don't believe in luck, good or bad.
You may not now, but you will.
The guy looked scared out of his wits.
You will.
Go away.
Okay. Maybe it's dangerous waving this statue around, George. Bit risky. Let's talk to the musicians. Playing some nice fancy music.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Jeez. Okay, what happened to this guy then?
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Cuaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Wow. That's pretty harsh.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez is earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Go out on a limb and say it must have been pretty bad.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Yikes. Sure, George. Let's share some tasty snacks.
Would either of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really. They're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Why, George? Why? Where are you keeping all this stuff? He's like Mary Poppins.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
I'll leave the best one to last.
What do you make of this little worm?
No good. It's dead.
Sure it's dead. You think I'd carry it around in my pocket if it wasn't?
Because that really justifies carrying around a dead worm.
Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
What was the ship with the condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Oh, wow, okay. So yeah, there's definitely something super suspicious going on, not even allowing people like near the ship. I'd just like to apologize in advance if you hear any loud noises like drilling in the background. One of the neighbors is doing some DIY.
Do you guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
He's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once. But that was after he stupidly consumed a cocktail of peyote and antibiotics.
You crazy man, George. What's an eclipse?
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
Sure, it's Tezcatlipoca. But it's only a little carving.
It brings death, senor. Death and destruction.
So he's known as the Night Hunter and the Chief Hunter, I think he said. Maybe there's something more about this I can examine.
It was the flint statue of Tezcatlipoca I'd found in Marseille.
Nothing else? Okay. Let's see if Nico's found out anything. Hey, señorita.
Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
Yeah, that's probably better than hanging out with Lobano.
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, George?
Sure, they're great.
Yeah, you're insane, George.
Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be. How did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Did she just read his mind? Look at George's face. Hey!
Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
Yeah, Chihuahuas are dangerous, man.
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu! Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house.
Ah, Ubier.
Take a look at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
Take a look at this, Nico.
That's disgusting, George. Why are you carrying it around with you?
I don't know. I just can't seem to part with it.
Not gonna worm your way out of this one, George. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay, I think I saw a familiar face over here. I did.
George Stobart, well, of all the...
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an Army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
Yeah, she's not too crazy at all. She's just obsessed with finding lots of rare stuff. So this couple made an appearance in the first game. You guessed it, during a trip to Syria. So they played an interesting role in the game, in the story. Very funny couple. But yeah, again, this is never a character they've changed the voice actor for. Said before that I think I prefer a lot of the voice actors from the first game. When it comes to the voice actors so far, I believe up until this point, I don't know if there's any other recurring characters we meet in the rest of the game, but George is the only one that's the same. Even Nico's different voice actor as well. Let's ask about Dwayne, though.
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Ain't speaking to the fruitcake.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
How does she know? How does she know? Who's telling Pearl? So now he does work for the CIA, but doesn't realize he works for the CIA. Okay. And he's a snoozer.
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres. The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the Great Design, George.
I bet you.
What do you make of this stone, Pearl?
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
Or asked to buy it from you.
What does this mean to you, Pearl?
What cute little feathers. Why, if you had two of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
This isn't intended for frivolous personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dart, tipped with a fast-acting, muscle-numbing poison.
Pardon me, I stand corrected, honey.
Sometimes I got the feeling that communication with Pearl was like sending signals out into space. Maybe, if you waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent answer back. But it was a long shot.
You know, you could have just gone with her what she said, George. Oh no, it's a poisonous dart. Very dangerous. Let's ask about the eclipse.
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
You'll have to read it to me, George. I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun, which is due to occur in a few weeks' time.
You'd think the government would warn us about these kind of things.
It's not dangerous or anything. Apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramonte.
Oh, my.
She didn't appear to be the slightest bit interested.
I mean, her face says otherwise.
Look at this, Pearl. A tequila worm.
Don't you bring that thing anywhere near me, honey. I swear I'll scream like a hog on a hot plate.
What is up with her legs? Holy shit. Like, man, I would not want to get into a fight with her.
What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Hoo-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan. A little less body hair, maybe, but it's him all right.
Catch you later, Pearl.
I don't know if I'd consider that a compliment. If someone said I looked like that. Let's go over here. gonna explore the outside fully, and then we'll start going into places. I think they can go in here, and then there's like an office upstairs as we came in that we can go inside. Oh, there's a truck over here. Oh, there he is. It's Dwayne.
It was Pearl's husband, Dwayne. Hey, Mr. Anderson. Good to see you again.
Do I know you, son?
George Stobart, remember? In Syria? I sold you a statue.
I remember that. Pearl was mighty vexed when the paint came off.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll give you back the $50.
No, you suckered me fair and square.
What a good sport.
Are you still working for... you know who?
You know I can't talk about my work, George. That's between me and Uncle Sam.
So he does know he's working. So he's a sleeper snoozer? I don't know.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George.
Oh.
But I underestimated you, son.
Don't underestimate Mr. Stobart.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been in prison just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
Oh, okay, so I guess Dwayne knows something a little more that's going on here.
What's the real reason the musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
Wow.
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
That probably explains why she had such defined legs. Holy crap.
Why did you bring a huge truck like that?
George, I'm on a top-secret classified mission for Uncle Sam. This truck is a rolling bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer with a plastique initiator.
Holy...
I'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm really looking forward to this.
Wow, okay, well, I mean, yeah. He's playing it cool.
Would you like a biscuit, Dwayne?
Oh no, those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl bought a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog too, she just laughed.
So she purchased an entire crate of dog biscuits and doesn't have a dog. She's barking mad, obviously.
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well, we made it to Quaramonte in one piece.
When you've been here a few days, you won't look on that as luck.
No, I can imagine that.
Do you know anything about a shipping company called Condor Transglobal?
Sure I do. You have to get up pretty early to catch Dwayne with his pants down.
What? You beat me to it?
Condor Transglobal is all wound up. Seems like my investigations scared them off.
Wow. Dwayne's ahead of the game.
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No. A guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then.
Meh.
Why are you looking at me like that, George?
Forget it.
Horrible images just ran through George's mind. Never be able to see Lobodo in the same light ever again. Hey, there's a kid over here. On some kind of skateboard or contraption.
Hi, I'm George Stobart. What can you tell me about the mining company?
The general closed down one of their mines after the explosion. Lots of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
Oh, okay. So this guy lost his legs in the mines.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's obsidian. It's a volcanic rock which has cooled so fast that...
Yeah. Look, I'm not interested in geology.
You're not? I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
That's right.
Then the guy you should talk to is the professor. He was here a while ago.
I wonder if he's referring to Professor Ubier.
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought.
Ah, suspicions confirmed.
Did you see the ship with the Condor flag?
No.
But the dock is just the other side of the square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
I think maybe he can't see even where he's at, George.
Have you heard about the eclipse of the sun?
Sure, I'm having a party to celebrate it. Drop by.
Really?
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
What do you think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No. Someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
Sure, yeah. Very thoughtful.
Do you know what this statue represents?
Should do. I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists, but it scared people around here, so I stopped.
Yeah, everyone's terrified. Oh, okay, well I guess we're done here with these lines of questions. Nothing here. I'm not going to mess with Dwayne's truck, that just seems like a bad idea. Especially when this guy is like CIA. Alright. Okay, so Nico's coming. Go inside the police station.
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor. With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavations. Ah, I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
What a creepy looking general. I don't know which face is scarier, the one on the left or his actual character.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Senor. Welcome to Quaramonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Yeah.
Pardon me, Senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Looked like he was going to eat her hand.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, Senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
Wait, what? I'm pretty sure it said police station at the front.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, Senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Okay.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
No, I never heard of him.
Yeah, that sounded like a genuine answer.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Wow. This guy's a little heartless.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Quaramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Yeah. When you're going up and down in the elevators, sure.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, Signor. Quaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour when he's dealt with today's
So
paperwork.
this guy on
of
the
course.
right is Ronaldo.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier, a visitor, Signor, like yourselves.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, Signor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
Ooh.
What's Ubier doing in Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, Signor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Okay, so that's Ubier. So the picture in his home must be from when he was a lot younger.
We've had enough of Quaramonte and we want out.
Am I stopping you?
The guy at the docks tells me I need an exit visa.
Ask Ronaldo. He'll make the arrangements. That's what he's here for.
Jeez, this Ronaldo guy just does everything. Multi-talented.
Would you like a biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Signor Stobart.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
Nice save, Nico. Nice save.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso!
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
I told you. I never heard of the guy. Do I get the panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
Ooh, he's got his panties in a bunch.
Take a look at this label.
Si, Senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, Senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
Wow.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
You are mistaken, Senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, Senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor, whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Quaramonte?
Of course, Senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
Wow. That's fortunate. It washed away all his problems.
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, Senor.
I'll be back.
Pretty sure I was expecting that. He's more interested in the lingerie. Okay. Wonder if Professor Ubi is back outside. Just pop back out here real quick, see if he's there.
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
That man we saw talking to the General was Ubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Ubier, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte. You came on a little strong with the General.
I was merely flattering his ego, Georges. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot.
Oh, George. Well, I think we'll finish things up here. I guess our next line is to maybe speak to Ronaldo, see if we can somehow talk to Miguel, and go over to the office over here on the left. See what else we can find. Maybe we can find where Ubier went. But yeah, thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more episodes. Feel free to leave any comments in regards to any suggestions, or also like any sort of favorite parts of the Broken Sword series, favorite characters. And we shall see you in the next episode. that is a wrap.